Okay, step one, breathe. So there you have it. We just watched the first game of the season, and I have to say that was probably like the most beautiful game I've seen this season. Let me fix up the camera a bit, and then we will get right into it. So this is gonna be my first ever game review, okay? So let's take it easy on me. So let's start off before the game even starts. We're gonna start off with when they're naming the opening lineup. Was it just me, or did it seem like that was never ending? Like they had like 45 guys on the roster. I couldn't wait for the game to get started, and yet they just keep on like yelling out the names of these guys. Maybe that's because it wasn't my team that they were yelling out, but like it annoyed me. First period. First things first. First thing I heard was the Leafs chant, okay? Go Leafs go. Go Leafs go. So we're only 3 minutes into the play and we already get a penalty. This one goes to Morgan Rielly. At the very same time, somewhere on the ice, Komarov gets told that he can't wear his visor like he's wearing it. And is it just me or is it smoky in here? I mean, like I was watching and through the camera I could see smoke over top of the ice. That's probably from their celebrations. Whoa. And by the way, that smoke didn't go away for a while. 4 minutes in, already a beautiful deflection by Anderson and another save. And by now, the Jets' advantage is long gone and we are 5 minutes in. And must I say, just beautiful penalty kill by the Leafs. And Anderson is just like, already I can tell, foreshadowing here, I can tell that he's gonna be great. He's calm, he's collected, and he's stopping pucks left, right, and center. So overall, it was a very action-packed first 5 minutes. What I'm thinking now is let's get some shots on net, okay? It's 7 minutes in. Just about now, Komarov gets called for an equipment failure, I guess, where he, you know how he got asked beforehand, like to keep it down? So anyways, he gets a penalty for that. Apparently his visor is too high or he's not wearing it correctly so that it's the safest. Anyways, they blow the whistle as soon as he touches the puck and he gets a penalty for something that I don't know if it's been called in a really long time. But whatever, they're trying to crack down on a lot of things this year. I get it, move on. So that's a penalty. So big one for the Jets again. And then they get a huge chance on that power play for them, and they miss. Laine's got some great hands right there, but he cannot find the net. That stupid penalty that Komarov took has finally ended, and now we are done. Another penalty is killed by the Leafs. Close call 9 minutes in, but Mason stops it. Oh, okay, you can stop like a goal, okay. And then, guess what? I'm sure you can guess it. Toronto gets another penalty. What's it this time? High stick by Connor Brown. Can we not catch a break tonight? 3 penalties in just over 10 minutes for the Leafs. Okay, let's get back on that PK. Can we kill the third straight penalty? And oh, big save by Anderson. Huge save, 1 minute down. Komarov clears the puck, and we breathe. 15 shots on net in almost 15 minutes, and every single one of them have been stopped with grace by Freddie Anderson. You my number one, baby. At this point, we're seriously lacking in face-off wins. But would you look at that? Hooking call on the Jets with 5 minutes left. And 1 shot by JVR, 2 shots by JVR, and picked up by Kadri in the back of the net. And what's that? That's a 1-0 lead. Big hit by the rookie Borgman, who is playing his first game tonight, and I actually really like the way he looked. And right off the face-off, JVR in the back of the net. It's 2-0 Toronto. And if you blinked, you would have missed it. That one was assisted by Bosak right off to JVR, boom, back of the net. And not 1 minute later, Nylander scores on what was basically an open net because the goalie didn't even see him there. Right in the back of the net, and it's 3-0 Toronto. I could get used to this. 3 goals in under 3 minutes by the Leafs, and it is still the first period. The last few minutes become very silent, which is strange because I feel very happy. Until the Leafs take another high sticking penalty, which is their 4th in the first period, and there's 25 seconds left in the period. The Jets had a surprisingly large amount of chances on this, but managed to get nothing. Probably because there wasn't a lot of time left, which is weird because they mainly had the advantage the entire period with all the penalties we were taking, but even though they were in our zone, we were still like leading. And I don't mean dominating like we were really good against them. I mean like we weren't letting them be really good against us. Except for the penalty thing. Nazem Kadri, James Van Riemsdyk, and William Nylander put us in the lead after a beautifully played period. And again, by beautifully played, I mean like we took a bunch of stupid penalties and managed to get through them and also score 3 goals. And that's the first period. Intermission. The second period starts and the Jets are still in the power play from the last period. Shots are fired at our net, but we managed to kill another penalty. Since the beginning of the period till now, which is like not even a minute, the refs have changed the color of the tape on Anderson's stick. Because apparently it's not legal to have a blue tip stick anymore? Or was it ever? I don't know. But they're cracking down on a lot of that stuff that I didn't even know was a rule. Breakaway on Anderson, and he deflects it like a boss. Takes it, deflects it. And then another huge save by Anderson right after. He's on the ground, he's flailing, he's stopping pucks left, right, and center. He's laying on the floor like this because it's just like, it's too easy. And he's like, oh, did I stop that puck? Oh, oops. Is it hot in here or is it just me? No, I think it's the lights and the fact that I'm wearing like 2 layers and a hat and it's night and hot out. Almost 5 minutes in, Morgan Rielly speeds through the neutral zone, which is very impressive how fast he can go, but it is called offside and the play ends. And now the Leafs are called for too many men on the ice, and Babcock can't believe it. Like, he physically, emotionally cannot believe it. Did you see his face? It was like... But I was amazed because, like, how can you have 6 players on the ice and not notice it? Like, for the refs, not notice it until the fans start saying, "Bro, what are you doing?" So the Jets are back on a power play for the 5th time. Broken stick for Brown, and I just can't help but notice how weird it is to see Brown as number 28 and not 12. I keep on thinking, like, I'm seeing Kapanen on the ice. Quick turnover, and who's that? Is that Brown? No, that's Marleau, who just scored. His first goal as a Leaf, first goal tonight, and it's a beauty. Not too shabby getting your first goal as a Leaf on the same day that the season opens. But who else knows a lot about that? Was it Austin Matthews, I think it is. Yeah, I think he knows about getting his first goal. I think he knows about getting his first 4 goals in his first game. Marner to Matthews to Marleau. It's just like this beautiful combination, and it just spells out, if you take all their initials, it just spells out, that happy feeling you get when you see that happen. And that's exactly what Babcock intended. And then, to dampen the mood, Kadri gets called for some, like, random-ass penalty. And yet, the refs ignore that the Jets had too many men on the ice. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Jets on power play with 10 minutes left in the second period. And I don't care what anyone says. This is just, like, an overall thing I want to say. It has nothing to do with what happened tonight. But I don't think Kadri dives. I know everyone says it. Even the refs say it. Like, watch out for him. He's a diver. He's not, okay? The refs aren't looking. It's like they're blind. They're not looking. And then Kadri just needs to, like, really emphasize what happens. I'm on his side. I don't even care. And during that penalty kill, we have a very tired Laine on the ice, and I didn't see who it was. Someone manages to just toss it down, and thankfully we get a change. The Jets' power plays are 0 for 6. Enough to make you smile, I think. Chance after chance for the Leafs until that glorious moment when the ref calls a penalty for interference and the Leafs are going on the power play. Austin Matthews, Nylander, and Marleau come on. What's gonna happen now? Well, there was a good effort by the Leafs, but they just can't come up with anything. The power play ends and we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Quick note, let's just take a stop here. Fair is amazing. I'm very happy with him, and I think he should play that position all the time. No question about who the 4th line center is gonna be. Good guy, okay? Back to the game now. 3 minutes left in the second period. The Leafs are up 4-0. Nylander's eating his shirt. Babcock looks absolutely stressed, so you know the game is going good. If Babcock's smiling, there's something wrong. He only smiles when he cannot believe how utterly stupid the referee is being. Usually not good in our favor. My throat is very scratchy from yelling tonight, so I'm going to try and tone it down a bit. I wasn't very happy with the amount of face-offs we won in the first period, but now the second period we are doing great. The Leafs are behind the net in the Jets zone, and there's a little bit of a stick battle, but ultimately the puck is sent out. Fair is told to untuck his shirt or get a penalty. Okay, so I guess that's just like a new thing. I know you're not supposed to have it tucked in. I know you're not supposed to have any like altercations made to it, but I honestly think from looking at these guys that this is the jersey's problem, not theirs. They weren't doing this on purpose. Half the time the guys don't even know that the jersey's like sticking in their pants. The puck is put in front of our net with less than a minute left, but Connor Brown's on the ice, so you're good. The second period now comes to an end, and thank God that we did not have a stupid penalty because one of their shirts were like slightly tucked into their pants, or maybe their sleeve was slightly rolled up. This, who cares? Anyways, intermission. Welcome to the third period. Marleau scores again. In the first minute of play, assisted by Kadri, because Kadri made the play possible and he just put it in so effortlessly, it was like they were playing together for so long. Goal number 5, and the Jets pull their goalie. My eye is watering. I don't know why. Hyman takes a huge hit at center ice, which I think should have been a call, but anyways. But instead, Borgman gets a bullshit penalty call for just being near one of the Jets players. The Jets are back on the power play. I know my eye's watering now, I think, because, like, my body wants to cry. I've lost count of how many penalties we've had to kill. Just over 5 minutes into the period, and it's Kadri and Byfuglien again. But thank the hockey gods, Byfuglien takes the penalty this time. Now it's time for the Jets to kill the penalty. Well, it turns out there's not much to kill because it was a very lackluster power play. But then before this one is over, Winnipeg takes another penalty. Yeah, something about, like, a player just slashing another player's hands. Like, I'm pretty sure that's not, like, a penalty, is it? I'm just thankful, okay, I get that they have to do these stupid, like, shirt penalties and visor penalties. Just as long as they're still calling the ones that count, that's okay. And you bet your ass that's a 2-man advantage, even for just, like, a few seconds. And turns out we didn't even need that advantage because as soon as it goes back to a 1-man advantage, Guess who scores? That's right, Mitch Marner. Oh, he was doing nothing during this game? He just got a goal. Once again, it was basically an open net. It's like the goalie didn't even notice that he was there or couldn't get there fast enough. Whatever it was, there was about this much net open. And Marner was great. He just calmly placed it in. And by the way, that makes it 6-0. We're off the power play, but that's A-okay. With just over 8 minutes left, one makes it past Anderson, taking away his shutout, but it's okay because, like, you can't be perfect all the time. And oh no, the Jets make it 6-1. What are we gonna do? We are like new Leafs who do not let stupid teams take our lead from us. And by the way, stupid teams is not just because they're Jets, just like all the teams are considered stupid teams. Anybody who takes the lead from us is stupid. That's how it works. Shut up. 8 minutes left. With less than 30 seconds after that goal, guess who scores? Yes, the freaking six god himself. No, not Drake. Austin Matthews, if that wasn't clear. He scores. Finally, bringing my emotion level to a peak. He's on the board. It deflects right into the net. And I wouldn't say that was beautiful, but it was well placed to stick. Deflects it right into the net for his first of the night and his first of the year. 7-1. Take that, Jets. Not even a minute later, the Jets are back on the board. What is happening in this last few minutes? There's like too many of our guys in the corner, not enough like defending our goalie. 6 minutes left. 5 minutes left. I can't wait for this to be done. Just please don't let us lose the lead. I don't even know how it would be possible, but again, I've been watching the Leafs for years and I've seen it. Marner makes an effort, but there is no one there. Did anyone else notice Patrick Laine today? No? Yeah, me neither. Please no more penalties. Please no more penalties. Please no more penalties. And if you listen closely, you can hear the Go Leafs Go chant again. And with that, the last few seconds of the period is played out, and you've got yourself an undefeated 2017-2018 Toronto Maple Leafs team. I don't know about you, but I had a blast watching that. So tell me what your favorite parts of the game were tonight, because I just had such a great time watching it. It was so comforting to be able to watch hockey again and just like really be into it. Also, let me know how I did on this. Like, do you want more like detailed, I guess, goals and stuff like that? Let me know, because I don't know if I'll do this again, but it was actually really fun doing it. So we'll see. And I guess that's good night.